Okay, we can start. We can start the service. Y'all just repeat after me if you don't mind, just to give the Lord His honor on the Sabbath. In the Hebrew tongue, what we're going to say in the Hebrew tongue is, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one." Shema Yasha Allah Allahayana wa Akkad.
Shema Yashra Allah Allahayana wa Akkad.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one.
Thank you. Let's go to Exodus, the 20th chapter real quick before we go into the lesson. We want to start this off by saying on the Lord's Sabbath is that we are the Hebrews. We are the children of Israel. And with the children of Israel comes laws, statutes, and commandments contained in the Holy Bible, the Torah and the Tanakh. The Torah is the first 5 books of Moses, and Tanakh means the prophets. These are our people. The people in the Bible, who are written in the Bible, are our people. What we will bring forth is history and bibliography to prove beyond any shadow of a doubt who all the 12 tribes of Israel are in the earth today, throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, you name them. Issachar, we're going to go through each of them. And we're going to show you how they were scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, and how now the Lord is commanding these same tribes to come together in the last days. Okay? If we have enough time, after we break this down, we will open it for a few questions on this particular topic. Okay? But this, we're going to be able to break it down. We're going to show you how they were dispersed into England, into Europe, into the Americas. We're going to show you. So now you don't have to take our word for it. You can actually get the books, the details, and the bibliography to back up who you are according to prophecy. All right? What made the Most High's people special is that out of all the nations of the earth, the children of Israel was given the Most High's law. That's what made these particular people special. All the other nations had their religions. They had their worships, they had their gods. They still have their religion, they have their worships, and they have their gods. The difference is we were separated from those worships and those gods. When we fell as a people, we became subject to those nations and those gods. Okay? The truth was in the book the whole time. It was in the Bible the whole time. But what was wrong here is that we were taught philosophy and doctrine outside of the Bible. So when the professionals, or who you would call your scholars, spoke, you trusted them that what they were speaking was actually coming from the Bible. But it wasn't. Some people thought that the Bible was a white man's book. Then they found out that all the people in the Bible are people of color. Some people thought that the Bible was tampered with. But when we went into the Hebrew, we understood that the content wasn't tampered with. A few words was changed to push paganism. So by going into the Hebrew, we were able to switch those words into the Hebrew word. Therefore, with the Hebrew words and its content before translation, the Bible is unchallenged. Go to Exodus, the 20th chapter. Read it.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
He says, I'm the Most High your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. We are the people that walked out of Egypt and went through the Red Sea. We are the physical children of the people that went through the Red Sea. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. If you notice, like I've mentioned last night, after our people left Egypt, you haven't seen any new pyramids erected lately. But when you go over to South America, the Mayans, which are Issacharites, they have some of the same schematics as the ancient Egyptian pyramids. Thousands of years after the pyramids in Egypt were constructed. Why? If you notice, the world was not built to this high civilization until after we were enslaved throughout the four corners of the earth. So if you're going to build a world, you will use the people that built Egypt. That's common sense. But while these people are building your society, you're using their mental prowess, their spiritual prowess, you cannot let them know that they are the actual people of the book. Okay? So the earth been running off of us. We've been the battery that the whole earth been using to run off on. Our spirit. But yet, we have no idea that we are the people of the book. And they conspired. Psalms 83 says they conspired all together, all the Gentile nations, to give us their God. We are putting down all gods in the earth, and we're picking up the God that delivered us from Egypt. Okay? All nations are to come into the truth of the true God. We are not to follow the religions of the other nations. Period. The nations all will bow to the true God before it's over. The Lord says He's the God that brought us out of the land of Egypt. His name? He tells